Hello, everybody. We're back. Did you miss us? It's been 5 whole days.
And Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas. Woohoo! Yeah, wherever you are.
My hat says Merry Christmas.
Oh, yes, it does. And I'm wearing my cones again because I didn't have one that said Merry Christmas, and I thought these kind of go. Because trees, the whole bit. Whatever. Devil. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so, wait. Does it look? All right, so we've been through what, 4/5 of the gifts.
Yeah.
Now we're on the last fifth,
set.
and this is days 21 to 25. So
now, if you remember, we had a panel. Remember that panel? You pulled that out.
Yeah, remember this? Fact five. We didn't know it.
It just appeared. We have this weird panel.
Yeah. So maybe one of these will solve the mystery on that.
Yeah.
So this is 21. It's a little squishy and a little long. I think it's a couple of things piled on top of each other. I don't know. Hard to say.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. I don't think it's fabric.
Oh, I think it could be fabric.
It's something soft.
Small pieces.
Could be small. Ooh. No idea. I was thinking maybe something like a very small charm pack, what they call a mini charm, but there's more to it than just a mini charm. So let's see what we got. Okay, we got a hardware. Looks like a strap system.
Yeah.
And the brackets.
Okay.
We've got some woven interfacing and simple quilty shoulder bag. Project pattern for a panel. There's what the panel
it's got
is for.
Embroidery
and it's
on
got embroidery on it from that kit, the designs. Okay. I do and I don't like this idea where you're getting pieces for one project and it's kind of keeping you guessing. And if you've done these boxes from Missouri Star Quilt before, this is something they do, which in some ways is kind of intriguing. So this is on the picture on the back is what you can make. I suppose it's cute. It's got a drawstring in it. You have the hardware for it, and you've got the strap, and you've got the panel and the woven interfacing. And it says optional embroidery. If you'd like to embellish the exterior of the bag with embroidery, now's the time to do it. So this is also your fabric for doing the embroidery on that we were wondering about before. And then they talk about how to cut it and how to assemble everything. And using the D-rings and the strap and the whole bit. Okay. Well, that's kind of intriguing. Definitely has a very feminine flair to it. I could see this being, used by a lady. I cannot see it being used by a gentleman. Really. Not now, mind you, if you make one of these, you would figure out how to make one, and then you could make another one that is maybe a little bit more masculine.
I mean, you could use your own fabric and make whatever
you don't have to do the embroidery on it either.
Yeah.
That's up to you. They put it all together. The question is, will I do it? I probably would make the bag, but I'm going to hang on to this because this looks pretty good. Like that strap that's there, and the hardware, of course. You could definitely use that in other projects. And the same with this woven interfacing. There are things that you could use that. So, yeah.
That's probably like a Pella on SF-101.
Yeah, I think it is. It's their own branded stuff. Preheat iron to cotton setting, no steam, cut fusible. So it's fusible, woven interfacing, and it's fusible. So, yeah. So the component parts here, I could see using in other projects. I may not necessarily make this project with it. So now that we know the mystery with the panel, what do you give it?
3.
Yeah, between a 3 and a 4 because I see the point. And I admire the ingenuity of putting this together like this. But will I make it? Probably not. But will I use pieces of it in something else? Possibly. So
I'd have to look at that bag pattern. I don't like the drawstring.
I don't like the drawstrings either idea in it, but also it would be kind of a flimsy bag.
Yeah, because you're only using woven interfacing in it, and it doesn't have any structure.
No, to it. So I'm going to go for 3.
Yeah, because I don't really like the material.
No, I don't like the panel.
I'm not into pale colors.
No, but somebody else might be.
That's the panel, right?
So the panel's a 3 and the
bags
and the bag's a 3.
Was that 21?
That was 21. Yeah. Okay. 22 is sort of hard. Is hard. It's either a box or a book.
Oh, hang on. I bet you it's a book. Remember last year you got a book?
Yeah.
I bet you it's a book.
Oh, I hope it's not one of those stupid quilting novels.
Probably.
Oh, God. I hate those. I never read the one last year.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Or did I?
Tried to read it.
Oh, I tried to read it and I just couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
It was just... And usually I force my way through any book, but I couldn't get my way through that. No. Oh, yeah. Something else in here. Chuck the Duck. I guess. Jenny's Box Flat Chuck. Chuck is ready to get lost in Hilary Doan Speary's brand new book. Oh, yeah, this is one of her daughters. How about you? This special flat chuck is here to be your reading buddy and can even double as a cute bookmark. Tuck him between the pages, take him along to your favorite reading nook, and snap a pic to share your literary and quilty adventures. Happy reading. Actually, now that I think of it, I did fight my way through it. I did go through it, and there's stuff in here. It looks like it includes things about making patterns as well. It's part of the mystery. It doesn't appeal to me. Okay, from a literary point of view, no. Not Pulitzer Prize winning or Gilder Prize or any of the other prize winning books. Okay, it's not going to be on the New York Times bestseller list. As an amusing little waste of time, maybe. Because it's got patterns in it that work through the book. It's called the Flyaway Home Fall Quilt. Easy read, but not my cup of tea. Also, it's in book form. I don't read books. I read electronically. So I know lots of people say, "Oh, but I love the feel of a book." Yeah, I used to say that too, but I love the feel of my.
I love the look of a book burning.
Yes. I mean, I'll give her credit for doing this.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not easy to write a book. And as I said, some people, this will be their cup of tea. Light reading. You know, maybe you've got a moment when, you know, you're suffering from quilter's block. Maybe this will give you some inspiration. Maybe something nice to read on a plane on a way to a trip. You know, something you don't have to think too terribly hard about, but keeps you amused for a couple of hours. Yeah, it has potential and everything like that. Shameless self-promotion on their company's part for, you know, one of their family members writing a book. Yeah, okay, well, everything is branded in this. Chuck the Duck bookmark. Yeah, cute. Whatever, I'll just chuck the duck into the book. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Maybe I'm sounding too much like a literary snob. I do have a degree in English literature. I taught books for years. Maybe I'm just being too hard on it, but yeah, it's not floating my boat. And this is coming from somebody who loves to read.
Mhm.
So yeah, not saying this is bad.
So
Not saying
what
it's
would
bad.
you give it?
3.
Okay.
3.
We're a 3 or not a 2? Well, for me, it's a 2 because
Okay, so it's
I
a
don't
2.5.
read.
So it's a 2.5. Yeah.
I like to read instruction manuals.
I'm sure I'm going to get negative comments about what I'm saying about this from people. I know. I'm sorry. But I have to be honest. And remember, it's my box. It's my box. I didn't buy it for anybody else out there. I'm revealing it to you, but I'm telling you how I feel about the money I spent, over $300 on this box. Am I getting my money's worth? We'll come to that. Okay, let's move on. Number 23, another one that feels like a magazine or a small book of sorts.
We're, which one is this?
23.
23. Yeah, it feels like a book.
Yeah.
Like a magazine type
You
book.
open it up.
I bet you it's a pattern book.
Could be. Now, that would be okay. I don't mind pattern books. Oh,
Oh, hang on.
no,
Hang on.
it is not.
It is.
What is it?
It is.
Well,
Keep bag away from babies.
okay, so it's a baby
Quilted
smuggler.
notebook cover project.
Oh, God.
And it's got a pattern.
Okay, no one can see it.
Oh, hang on. Sorry.
It came with this quilted notebook pattern. Okay, this is the notebook. This is a composition book. You know, kind of thing you can pick up at a dollar store or anywhere. I think the fun part's the bag over a baby's head. I don't know. See, so it's blank pages. Okay, there you go. So a planning guide. Okay. And in the thing,
Here, you take the paper thing. And I'll fold
okay, it says use fabric stash with the included embroidery panel. There's the embroidery panel and pattern to transfer a standard 7.5 by 9 3/4 inch composition book into a unique quilted journal. Notebook ideas, travel vacation, gratitude blessings, running, sports log, recipes, menus, favorite quotes, scripture, medical health record, prayers, answers, sketches, doodling, diary, journal. A little heavy on the Christian thing here. Developed by Posey Collection. Okay, so it shows you how to do embroidery in here. The stitches.
This pattern.
Oh, yeah, could you hold it and hold it still? Yeah. So it's got okay, move that away. Shows you how to do the embroidery, and then it shows you how to put the book together, and there is a pocket that you can make as well. Now you're using your own fabric for all of this, and then it has some letters.
The letters are so that you can put like
A
your
title on
initial on it,
or your initials or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, they're showing you. To
Oh
put
yeah. They've got
initials
pictures
inside,
on the
yeah.
front. There you go. Okay. Oh, it's so you can hold a pen in it too. It's a
Yeah.
journal.
Yeah.
A journal cover. Okay. Some people enjoy writing in books like this. I do not. I enjoy using a keyboard. Okay. For my notes, because my handwriting is so horrible I can't read it myself, let alone anybody else. It's kind of a unique craft in some ways. And there's lots of instructions out there on how to make various types of quilted book covers. You can have fun with it. You can use up scraps of fabric, for this kind of thing. It might make a nice gift for somebody who likes to journal as well. So yeah, it's not pushing any of the right buttons for me. However, now I used to keep journals in written format for many years over things to put my ideas in and stuff like that, and then I moved to technologically doing that, and I still do journal in a sense. I'm a list maker, but I do it all on my phone and on my computer for that kind of thing. So for me, this is not something that I won't be doing this at all with it. Would you do it?
No.
No, I didn't think so. With it. So yeah, there seems to be a theme in this set. It's sort of literary, roughly. The novel, making a journal, that kind of thing. Maybe you can put your journal in your sack, that you make, and carry it over your shoulder, and off you go with a picnic lunch and sit in the park and journal and read. Maybe I'm being a little facetious now. I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to get negative comments. I know that. Bring them on. So I'm going to give this. It's a project.
I don't really think it's a good project for any quilter. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Seems to be a little heavy on the embroidery.
Yeah. 2. 2. Yeah. Okay. This is number
24.
24. There it is. Rattles. You want to shake it? Just rattles.
It's like an Amazon box, a big box with a little thing
in it. Yeah. So I'm enjoying the boxes.
Yeah. It's like a cat.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's from Africa, supposedly. Yeah, it's probably one of those free trade something. This basket was dyed and hand woven by skilled weavers in Rwanda. The weaving craft has been passed down from mother to daughter for many generations, preserving a rich legacy and bridging the past with the present. Through their craft, women are enabled to provide for their families and pave a brighter future for the next generation. Handmade in Rwanda. Okay. Yeah, I could see using it to hold clips.
Yeah.
In fact, I might use it for that. I have a little plastic bowl over there. I keep my clips sitting. It's kind of attractive in that sort of, Rwandan way. I know some people are going to be impressed by this because, Jenny's in Africa right now, so she sourced these out, and it sounds like it was probably helping out by making large purchases of these, helping out the native population of that. I question that because last year they had over 30,000 of these boxes that they sent out. This year, I don't know if they had as many. Does that mean that they had something like tens of thousands of these that they bought up? They are supposedly handmade. How do we know? We have this. I'm not saying this is a bit of a scam. I just I don't know how authentic it is. Maybe it is. I would hope so. They have this label on it.
Yeah.
I would think that they're being honest about it. It doesn't mean anything to me. It might mean something to me if I had traveled to Rwanda and purchased one of these in Rwanda. I'm sure it has some meaning to Jenny because in her trips to Africa. I would like to know, are all of them in all the boxes exactly the same?
Yeah.
That doesn't make them very unique, does it? That almost suggests mass production. It says it's hand woven. Okay, I have to believe what they're saying. I know I'm sounding like a real Downy Debbie right now on this. But let's be honest. All of us have been to souvenir shops and seen things like this. Don't know. I guess I have to take Jenny or the people at Missouri Star Quilt's word for it that this is exactly what is on here on the tag. Okay. Will I use it? I can see putting my clips in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I will use it. I can see wearing it on my head for other celebrations from other religions. You know what I mean. Okay, I know I'm probably being horrible. I am going to get so many bad comments this year about this. I can tell you. But I guess it's nice. It's pretty. And yep, it's from Rwanda and it's handmade.
And hopefully it's helping those people out.
And yeah, I hope that it is helping them out if that is the case with it.
Yeah, if that's the purpose of
Yeah.
adding that to the box.
Yeah. Enough said about that. What are we giving it?
3?
I think I would use it. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah, I'm going to go for 3.5. I can't quite go to a 4.
Okay, I'm just giving it a 3.
Okay, so 3.5 and 3. So, well, let's just split the difference and call it 3.25. 3.25. Okay. Guess what?
The big last
25. This, in the last 2 boxes I have bought, the last day's one has always been the biggie. The one that makes you go, oh. So I don't know. Is this one going to make me go, oh, or oh? There's loose pieces. I don't think it's another puzzle, but maybe there's some assembly required.
A Missouri Star game.
Maybe. I don't know. You open it. Okay. Drum roll, please.
Right.
Oh. Okay, not sure.
Okay, not sure. It's wood. Okay.
Okay, so some assembly.
It's a turntable.
Oh, this spins. This spins. And okay, there must be. It looks like it's a tool holder.
Yeah, I think it is. Hang on.
Are there more pieces?
There's instructions. Yeah, it's a spinning
Well, hold it up so people can see.
spinning tool caddy.
Get the glare off it. Okay, but there's more pieces.
Yeah, there's more pieces in here. Hang on.
Okay. So some assembly required. I don't think I'm putting it. Oh, maybe. No, actually, that's not going in straight.
Yeah.
Am I missing a piece? Or is there something more I need to do? No. No, it's
Hang on. What's it say?
okay. It shows probably the short
The short end
goes
goes down.
into this hole. Yeah, look, it's crooked. It's crooked. Because that little piece that's screwing in is bent. Okay, maybe it'll straighten up. Okay. It
Yeah,
looks like it's straightened up. All right,
Okay.
fine. Okay, then these go into these holes. There was something they had a few years ago that you had to put these little dowel pieces in, and half of them didn't fit properly. Okay, bear with me. I'm screwing away here. Last one. Some assembly required. How's this work?
They just screws on. I think they just
Okay,
sort of
then just sit there.
Oh, that's her. Those hold spools of thread.
Oh, that's what that's for. Okay. Helps if you look at the instructions. Okay, so what? Is this magnetic or is this just... That's just a tray.
Well, I think it's supposed to be magnetic.
What is it supposed to be magnetic?
I think so. It says put pins on there. Well, maybe not.
Well, it might be a little bit magnetic. Where's that? I have my pin cushion. Where did I do? Why is this my pin cushion? Oh, I thought it was here. Don't trip over the wire. Okay, so there's what it looks like. Sorry that I wasn't keeping it in focus. Okay, give me a pin. Well, sort of, but it's not very strong. I can go back in there. Okay, and it's a Lazy Susan, so you can spin it around with your threads on it.
That's not bad.
So yeah, little caddy. I'm thinking, will I use it? I might try to use it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking it's on my cutting mat, and I can put my rotary cutter in there, and I can put some scissors in there and whatnot. So I might actually use it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the big wow factor? Not really, but in comparison to everything else, maybe a little bit more of a wow. Okay, what to give it?
4.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4. I'll give it
Yeah.
a 4. It does have potential. I think I might. I'm
Yeah.
going to try to use it and see, if I find it convenient or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking in my head right now that yeah, I could see myself using this. So yeah, 4. Okay. So let us review what we saw today. So we started with the sack, which has the hardware to make the sack from that panel that was last time. And then we went to the novel. And then we had the do-it-yourself notebook with cover kit project thing. Then we had the souvenir from Rwanda, the bowl. And of course, last, the Lazy Susan tool holder. Okay, so out of that grouping,
Obviously, the tool holder.
I think so. Yeah, the best one out of it is the tool holder. All right, now we have a hard decision. And I'm not going to pull everything back out and review it all from all the other weeks here because we'll be here all day. But what's the one item for you that you liked the best, and which item do you like the least? This is hard. You have to think back to everything that we saw. First of all, I'll tell you this. Nothing is giving me the wow factor.
No.
Nothing is standing out in my mind as like,
I mean, the
God,
two
I'm
things
so
that I think are the nicest right now is the wrapping paper and the last one. Let's see, I can't remember what all the ones were.
Well, there were the lights, there was the mug, there was the embroidery kit, there was the puzzle that you liked.
There's that wooden thing.
Yeah, the charcuterie board.
Okay, now it's back to the wrapping paper and the charcuterie board.
So what you're saying is you're really attracted to wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a joke in there. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there was anything else that really stood out? What was 12 and 13?
I don't know. You expect me to remember back then? Oh, we had this tin with that stuff. Okay, I am going to say, and then there was the pouch.
Oh yeah, the pouch.
And we had the jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
And we had the binder that holds and those cutouts of the letters, wrapping paper, those little Christmas decoration things, discs, the snappy pouch with the little snappy bars.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is really hard for me because I mean there's this pouch. But I mean,
okay, pick 2 that you like.
Okay, this and the last one.
So I said you're into wood.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to know something? These are the 2 for me too, that I think are worthwhile. The worst, actually, I love the pouch though too. I do like the pouch, and
actually those are 3. The 3 things.
Yeah, and they have something in common. These 3, they're all practical. They're all usable.
Yeah.
This tin of those stupid plastic things, not usable. I think this has to be pretty much almost the worst. And another bottom of the line one for me is probably the embroidery kit,
Yeah.
because I won't do the embroidery.
No.
I don't know. Hard to choose.
See, and then you wouldn't do because you didn't do the embroidery, you probably wouldn't do that bag.
No, that's right. So,
Right. So,
okay. That's as close as we can get, Sam. But now let me have some passing words on this. And first of all, I'm sorry if you found most of our comments were negative about this kit. But I have to say that this year's box this is the third box I've bought. It was the one box that let me down more than any of the others. Okay, I've said it. If you've never gotten a Missouri Star quilt box before, this might be exciting to you. I remember my first one, and everything in it I was really excited about because I had never done one before. The next year I was anticipating I was going to be just as excited, and I wasn't. There were some letdowns, but it was still not as much of a letdown as this box this year.
well, except for that last one, the 25th, December 25th gift last year.
Yeah.
It looked really nice.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be a piece of crap.
Piece of crap. It was horribly constructed. It fell apart. It burned. It melted. It did everything with it. Okay, this is what I want to say about the Missouri Star quilt box. I think they've lost their edge, quite frankly. I'm going to get hate mail. I know I'm going to get hate mail from this. I think it's gone down in the quality of the products and in the selection. First of all, I was going to say it's very geared towards women, but the quilting world is very geared towards women. Okay, so yeah. I didn't expect to love everything in the box, but I expected to love more than at least 50% of them, and I didn't. When I put it up against what it cost me for this, and yes, I paid in Canadian dollars, so yes, it was going to be more. It was well over 300. Do I feel I got the value for my money? No. If I had paid $180 or whatever it was in American money for it, I would feel the same way. It's an expensive box. There's a thrill in getting one of these boxes in the fact that you're opening up a different gift. And if you had done it like some people get it because this might be the only Christmas gift they're going to get this year because they live alone or something like that. So it gives them a bit of a thrill. And so it's good for that. Something to look forward to. It's a different form of advent calendar, reminiscent of when you were a kid and maybe did advent calendars. We didn't, but I knew lots of people that did. Well, now this is on an adult scale. However, having said that it's on an adult scale, I think some of the projects are a little bit juvenile. I think it's very nicely laid out. I mean, the packaging is great. That's in it. Numbers were a little hard to see this year, but that's probably just me. The box is definitely reusable. I will keep the box it came in. God, it sounded like a 3-year-old rather play with the box than what was in it, kind of a thing. But overall, I'm a little disappointed. And that's my fair assessment of it. From my point of view, you can differ. Your opinion may be totally different, which is fine. I'm not trying to convince you one way or another. Will I buy it again next year? No, I won't. No. Three times was the charm, and I wasn't that charmed with the box this time. So no more Missouri Star quilt boxes for me. It's just too much money for too little return. Sorry, but I'm being honest with you with it. So, but I hope you enjoyed your box. I hope you got something out of it that made you happy. Okay? It's not my intent to make you feel down about this. I'm just being honest about my opinion. What's yours, Walter?
Yeah, actually, I would, for myself, I would think I'd be disappointed if I had purchased this box. But see, I'm not really a quilter, but yeah, there isn't anything in there that I said, wow,
Yeah,
I really wanted that.
there was no real wow factor in this year's. And I think that's for me is maybe the bottom line. Just nothing. I was looking forward to the last one, and yeah, there's a it's not a complete
No,
disappointment.
actually, it is. That's
That's
nice
that's
looking.
nice. And it got together real easy as you
Yeah.
saw and everything. And this is something I think I probably will use for a while. But did it make me go, wow? No, because this kind of thing you can get anywhere. Okay, maybe you're not going to get the Missouri Star on the top of it, but you can buy all kinds of these kinds of rotating utility things. So the only thing that makes this unique is the fact that it's branded with Missouri Steel quilt stuff. And that's another thing about this Christmas box. Everything, everything is branded, okay, for their company. And if you are in love with the Missouri Star Quilt Company, I know many of you are, then you'll enjoy the branding. Personally, for me, I think it's a little overdone on that.
Yeah, it's sometimes a little bit too much. Like, I mean, even this bag, like you've got the bag and it's got all the logos on it, but they could have just made it a plain bag and or a bag with a different pattern on it and had just the Missouri Star little
And
key on
I'll
it.
give them credit for this. They're very clever marketers for
Mhm.
this, because you pull this out at a retreat or something and someone goes, oh, I really like that pouch. And somebody might recognize the symbols on it, or they'll recognize the little
Yeah.
fob.
And then they say, well, where'd you get that? And you say, oh, I got it in the Missouri Star Christmas box.
It's good advertising.
Yes, it is.
Because other people think, I've often thought about getting that box, but I wasn't sure because it is kind of pricey. But they'll look at this and they'll say, oh, I think I may go ahead and get it next year. Okay, so it's clever. It's clever marketing. Now, I'm not saying that is a big negative. They are a company. Okay, after all, they're not doing this out of the goodness of their heart. Okay, they're doing this to make money, because that's what business is about. Okay, but yeah. Anyways, I guess the positive side of all of this is, one, it's kind of exciting to get it and to open up each gift, especially if you open it up like an Advent kind of thing, and each day you got something to look forward to, each day to to Christmas Day. So yeah, that's exciting. The other thing too is that well, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else to say about it as far as that. All I know is, if it was cheaper, the dollar value of each one of these things that's in here, they're making good money.
Good money on it. Like if it was cheaper, then you could discount it and say,
yeah,
I got a lot more in it than what I paid for it, sort of.
Yeah. So, some of the items are making less of a profit than others. The markup wouldn't be as great. And that's probably a balancing act that they have to do. Because after all, they're not offering this, they're not going to take a loss on this product, right? That they're putting out there. I guess, put it this way, if it brings you joy, good. Good.
I mean, if we opened up the box and you disagree with us that there was things in there that you thought were really great, and we didn't really think they were great, maybe you'll want to buy the box next year for yourself. So.
We are not trying to discourage you or encourage you one way or the other. We're just being honest from our point of view. That's it. It's just our point of view. You do not have to agree with us. You don't even have to disagree with us. It's a personal thing. Okay? So, I think that's it for this year's unboxing. We are going to be doing an unbagging sometime soon in December. It'll be on So Chatty. we made this a special video series because it lengths of it, and that's the Quilter quilting sack, and we'll be talking about it as well and see how we like it. Now,
However, since this airs on December 25th, who's going to know that?
Oh, I forgot. This one's airing on Twitter. Okay, so you've already seen the unbagging of the quilt bag, and you heard us what we said there. At this point in time, I don't know. We haven't seen it yet, but we will have, because we're in the future and in the past and in between. Okay, time travel. Crazy. All right, enough said about that. Okay. Anyways, today is Christmas Day for you. We hope you have a really great Christmas, and all your Christmas wishes come true, and you enjoy your time with your family and your friends. And yeah, have a merry one and a happy new year, and we'll see you again soon.
Yes, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.